We're out here at the McFadden Beach near Port Arthur, Texas, and there's so much forgotten history to explore around here if you know where to look. From the site of an abandoned Confederate fort to an entire crumbling highway and community on the sand that are now being swallowed whole by the Gulf of Mexico. And today, we're going to check out all of these things and more. You coming? The path followed by Highway 87 has been used for transportation since about 1860. As a matter of fact, a Confederate fort known as Fort Manhasset was built during the Civil War in this area in October of 1863 on the beach further along this route to protect the approach to Sabine Pass from Union incursions. In 1970, construction crews working on this now abandoned portion of Highway 87 accidentally uncovered a cache of Civil War weapons and artifacts. But there's much more to see in the area, such as this crumbling, overgrown freeway. How does something like this come about? Well, State Highway 87 was originally designated on August 21st of 1923 from Orange to Milam. And on September 16th of 1926, the highway was extended to Port Arthur. This portion here, the stretch between Searim State Park and High Island, Texas, was built pretty much directly on the sand in many areas with relatively little reinforcement. So this means that it's led to an ever-present battle against the forces of nature and the elements. It's always battling erosion, and it has washed out repeatedly over the decades, needing constant and expensive repairs. And to be fair, these repairs were successfully carried out for a good while, and the highway continued to more or less survive during many decades. However, on October 15th of 1989, Highway 87 was dealt the final blow when Hurricane Jerry made landfall in the area. Although the hurricane, quote-unquote, only caused 3 fatalities, it caused about $70 million of damage in the US, and the coastal flooding all but destroyed this portion of Highway 87. So today, this highway is being reclaimed by the vegetation on one side and the Gulf of Mexico on the other. Some portions have collapsed into the ocean altogether, leaving nothing but a few fragments of concrete behind. And although there has been some talk about rebuilding the highway, there are no active efforts to do so at the moment. If it eventually does happen, it would probably end up having to take place further inland to protect it from erosion. When Highway 87 was wiped out, several oil fields were cut off from the outside world. And now they sit there, abandoned, overgrown, and at the mercy of the relentless elements. So today, that's one of the things we're going to see, how they're faring decades after being left to suffer gradual destruction at the hands of nature. We're also going to explore the abandoned Searim Estates community. Essentially, it seems to be the crumbling remains of an entire abandoned neighborhood on the beach, which, much like Highway 87, is pretty much just crumbling into the ocean here in the middle of nowhere. After that, we're going to explore the site of the abandoned Fort Manhasset, where the Civil War relics were discovered by crews of construction workers while they were building Highway 87 in 1970. So I'm not exactly sure what we're going to find out here, but hey, we'll find out together. Let's go. So apparently, this is a car or a vehicle of some sort. Apparently, they weren't able to make it out. Very little left. You can see the tires, the bumper. Wow, the interior. This is kind of cool. Still see the cup holders there. Looks like we've reached the abandoned oil field. pipeline that goes straight into the water. Look at that fence. It has seen better days. Let's see what's over here. Yeah, in the summer, this is probably crawling with mosquitoes. It's not too bad right now. And it seems to be some kind of road. Maybe an access road. Warning, oil pipeline. Very interesting find. We've about reached the abandoned sea rim estates, and it's crumbling into the ocean. Probably be underwater in a few years. Here's another collapsed structure or foundation. Maybe this is a well or something. And there's more, even more up ahead. There are some more foundations and even plumbing, apparently. Looks like some kind of buoy. Got some tile flooring. Not sure what that is. Anybody know? Some kind of tower here. Not sure what this was gonna be. And here's a vehicle. Wow, I think this is a motor. It's a gravestone. Beloved husband, Basil J. Fontana, May 10th, 1920 to October 9th, 1975. We love you. He lived as he died, a Christian. What's a gravestone doing here? There's another one. Is this a cemetery? P. Dean, died 1976. Playa. There's another gravestone. This is a whole cemetery. I had no idea there was an old cemetery here. Is this whole thing just gonna crumble into the water? I don't know if there's more buried gravestones as well. Completely under the sand. These are buried and broken up. It's pretty crazy. So this is the site of Fort Manhasset. Almost 200 years ago, right here, there was an earthen Confederate fort, supported by wooden beams on the sides to provide cover for the defending Confederate garrison that were trying to protect the coastline against the Union flanking incursion. Let's see what we can find around here. I don't know what this is. Maybe it was some kind of sign at one point. There's really not much left at all. But reportedly, in 1970, while they were building Highway 87, right around here they found several cannonballs, powder kegs, and other artifacts from the Civil War era. So this place is a part of the history of the Civil War. You would almost never imagine it now. There's not too much obvious evidence left. I have to admit it was a bit disappointing. I was hoping to find a bit more evidence of human presence during the Civil War. Other than that, this has been a really cool journey. And of course, I never expected to find a cemetery out here. A cemetery from the late 1800s, early 1900s, just abandoned and crumbling into the water. This is a place that encompasses so much history, from the time of the Civil War to the construction of Highway 87 and its destruction as well. So if you've made it this far, thanks for watching, and I hope you come along with me on my next adventure. Thanks for watching Beyond Civilization. Thank you so much for joining me on this adventure. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Beyond Civilization, if you're enjoying my content, as well as clicking on the notification bell to be notified of any future videos that I produce. I'll see you on the next one.